North Texas men have big plans for space travel and for anybody who wants to go up there. The space plane is being developed in California, but it's going to take off and land in Midland in West Texas. Fox 4's Phil Alvarado live in downtown Dallas with more on how this new way of traveling into space. Phil, how's it going to work?
Well, Clarice, someday soon we may be looking up at the stars while somebody that we know may be up there in space looking back. This particular spaceship won't be ready for about a year, but one North Texas teacher already has his ticket ready to launch a new age of citizen astronauts. It's a simulation of what the flight into space will be like.
It goes up at about a 70-degree angle, and then it'll level off.
But already the dream lives in the heart of Michael Johnson. He teaches aviation to DeSoto and Irving high school students. Picked to be a citizen astronaut, Johnson has never walked away from adventure.
If it was 1905 and Orville Wilbur walked up to me and said, "Yeah, I got this airplane out back, would you like to go for a ride?" I'd be digging in my pocket for that 10 cents to pay for the ride.
As it turns out, Johnson did meet one of the Wright brothers, Edward Wright. He leads the Plano-based U.S. Rocket Academy dedicated to putting citizens in space, especially those interested in going for the knowledge they can gain.
We'd like to make commercial space flight and suborbital space experiments as common a part of the educational curriculum as a microscope. Expanded the program to make it...
Wright's Foundation is working with X-Corps, the company developing the Lynx, a suborbital space plane that will rocket 60 miles above the Earth and glide back to the same landing strip. It's one of several companies developing similar spacecraft. Johnson hopes to bring back first-hand experiences his students can use in their own lives.
What we're looking at is the convergence of really air travel via airplanes with rocket travel. And if you look at the lifespan of the students that I'm teaching right now, that convergence is going to happen within the 30 or 40 years of being in the active workforce.
After the Challenger accident that killed Krista McCullough, Barbara Morgan, who trained with McCullough, eventually became the first teacher in space in 2007. Johnson thinks there's little to compare to the personal experiences she brought back.
She could discuss that and what she felt and what she saw and what she was thinking. So I think it's just an experience that you just can't match.
Johnson says the Lynx will do the same for him, just to look back at the Earth.
Fewer than 600 people in the history of man have ever seen. I think the ride up is going to be a blast.
Now, the Lynx will carry only one passenger, and it'll take about 30 minutes to go up into space and come back down. And while the Wright brothers may have charged a dime for a ride for their plane, if you want a ticket for this one, it'll cost you about $95,000. Clarice?
Phil, that is absolutely awesome. We wish Mr. Johnson the absolute best. Thank you.